102.9 Dave FM. That's the latest from Jack Johnson. The song's called Hope. I'm Mara Davis. And in the studio, please welcome my guest, the great Matthew Perryman Jones. Hi, Matthew.
Hello. Good morning.
Okay, so let me backtrack.
Yeah.
You've been a musician, artist, performer for a while now.
A little while now, yeah.
Okay, so about how long have you been on the road performing and making records?
Within the last 10 years, seriously doing it. But there's been some stints that I've taken off.
Okay. Now we're playing your new song.
Yes.
Which you're going to play for us in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
You're performing at Smith's Old Bar.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow night. You have a lot of fans in Atlanta. That's awesome. I mean, I lived in Atlanta for a while, so it's really cool to know that there's some people digging it. Yeah.
So now, you worked at Eddie's Attic, kind of like the way John Mayer did.
Did he work there?
I think he did, yeah.
Maybe. I think he did. You're right.
Yeah.
I know he had a history there somehow.
Well, okay, so I want to just rewind with Matthew Perryman Jones. So you grew up in Nashville area?
No, I actually grew up mostly in Atlanta.
Oh, okay, where?
Yeah. Tucker specifically.
Tucker, Georgia. What high school did you go to?
I went to Tucker High.
Tucker High.
Yeah.
Wow. How old are you? What year did you graduate?
Say I'm in my late 20s. No.
Okay, because I want to know if you know
I graduated in 92.
92? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about the same age.
Yeah.
Not really. Okay, so you grow up in Tucker.
Right.
And were you in bands or anything like that?
I did. I played in a band in high school called This Island Earth.
Okay. Wow, that's sort of organic for a high school band.
Well, I have to give credit. The drummer of the band, Kevin, his brother Joe, is in a really great band in Athens. And so we kind of tapped into these great college bands. And so they actually helped us name our band and sort of... So they were kind of responsible for anything that was remotely cool about us. We kind of stole from them. Really,
okay.
So.
Okay, we're on the air with Matthew Perryman Jones. You can see him live tomorrow night at Smith's Old Bar. So you play in the high school band, and then how do you end up in Nashville?
I played in the band. The other guys in the band were about 2 years older than I was.
Okay.
Than I was at the time, and I guess they still are actually 2 years.
They still are good.
But so they graduated. Naturally, the band sort of had to kind of disappear after that because they were going to college, and I was kind of stuck back in high school. So the band kind of broke up, and I kind of just wandered around for a little while. I didn't really do music. I just kind of sat in my room and wrote songs.
Did you go to college?
I did for maybe 2 years off and on.
Okay.
And then I quit and moved to Nashville.
Okay, so you moved to Nashville, and it seems these days Nashville's like the grass is greener there. Everybody's going there to make music, get discovered, write songs. So you decided this is where I need to be.
Yeah. Well, I had some friends in Nashville that had been telling me to move to Nashville, and they thought, it was a great city to live in, especially for music. And it kind of went against my stereotype of Nashville. I kind of thought country music, big belt buckles, cowboy hats. I just didn't really see it. But that was the stereotype that I grew up with. But moved to Nashville. I spent some time there before I moved there and really discovered this great community of songwriters and artists and bands that were making amazing music that really was very much under the radar. I mean, you would not think that was coming out of Nashville.
Right. Now, were you thinking, and we're on the air with Matthew Perryman Jones, who's about to break out. If you're listening now, you're hearing him in the raw because people are saying that, like, you are the next big thing. So
really?
That's why I'm kind of trying to suck up to you. So we have a good relationship. So did you have the idea going to Nashville that perhaps that you could just write songs and make money and leave it at that? Would you have been cool with that?
Just to be a songwriter?
Yeah. Because that's where the money is in this business.
Right,
Am I wrong?
There is definitely a lot of money in the songwriting. But, I mean, if you're writing for big country acts and pop acts, you're making decent
So you
money.
wanted to be the star?
Well, at the time, I was kind of more of a folkish singer-songwriter.
Okay, like coffee shop kind of?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely more that vibe. And I mean, Eddie's Attic was the venue that I kind of came up through. And so that's definitely the listening room, singer-songwriter venue. And that's kind of where I cut my teeth. And so that's kind of what I was into at the time was just a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
Definitely liked performing and singing. So I had no idea even when I moved to Nashville the whole songwriting world of business that was going on.
Okay, so now you've got a record deal.
No,
You don't.
I am.
You're an indie
my
guy.
own, yeah.
You're on your own.
Yeah, we've kind of created our own.
Now, is that better for you? So the
Yeah.
big record giants don't take all your money?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's a plus right there. They're also not telling me, how my record needs to sound.
And isn't that great?
Yeah.
Although, what if one of these big companies came to you right now and they said, you know what, Matthew Perryman Jones, we're going to give you a 6-record deal.
Right.
You have your manager who's going to negotiate a good deal for you, right?
Well, I do.
Okay. Okay.
I do have a good team around me, so that's really good. But I'm not opposed.
You're not
it's
opposed to
It's
it.
a matter if it's a good deal or not a good deal.
Okay, so this is your second album.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah. This is my third
Your
album.
third.
But it's
Okay.
been a while from the very first.
Okay. Your fans, we started playing your song, and your fans just, I don't know if it's a lot of fans or it's the same girl who's called me 70 times.
Her name's Deborah, and
she works for you.
I've paid her a considerable amount of money.
So, while we're on the topic of that, you're married, you have a child.
I do.
How old?
She is 5 months today.
Wow.
On the 15th. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank
My
you.
mother's like, congratulations. What is she doing?
Yeah.
So how does your wife feel about you leaving at long periods of time? Does she come on the road with you?
Sometimes she will make a trip if there's a show 3 or 4 hours away. She'll drive out. So that I just finished a tour a little while ago called 10 out of 10 artists out of Tennessee that went on the road together, and she came down to a Birmingham show with my little girl Kanan. is her name.
Cute. Does she get jealous when your fans throw panties at you?
No,
I don't know that they do that.
panties as of yet. But,
Okay. So fans, when you go to the show Saturday night, let's give it a try.
yeah.
See what happens.
We'll
But
see,
no,
yeah.
she's secure in your relationship.
She actually is very secure, and she is not the jealous type.
Okay.
She's pretty strong in herself.
Okay. I only say that because, rock star, singer-songwriter equals chicks.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
look at John Mayer. I mean, he's dating every celebrity in the world.
This is true.
Okay.
That will not be me.
It won't be you.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. I want you to perform your song now. You've got a new record out. You want to tell us a little bit about it and the background behind it?
Sure.
Okay. It's called Save You, and we want to hear it.
You want me to just play?
Well, you know what? Let's talk about it. Sorry, I didn't set you up very well. You know what? My mind is clouded from women throwing panties at you on stage.
Yes.
Okay. Wait. We have a tambourine shaker,
Yeah.
or you have an egg shaker?
You just brought the
maracas?
little maracas? Sweet. Little bitty
He has
ones. Yeah, if you want to sing.
Matthew Perryman Jones has a traveling maraca player wherever he goes. When you go to the supermarket, that's right.
They're
So
very
those are the benefits of being an up and coming musician.
Oh, yeah. Maraca players. Well, come on up somewhere. I don't know where.
You know what? All the mics are hot, so you you can pull that towards you. That sounds good. Go for it. And what's your name? Nielsen?
No, Nielsen has produced my last 2 records.
Okay.
And he is...
Nielsen, not like the group Nelson. Nielsen.
No,
okay.
no.
Sorry. Ooh, awkward moment.
But they live in Nashville, though.
I know they
The
do.
Nelson brothers, I see them at the coffee shop.
You
every
do?
once
They're
in a while.
hot and they're
They are
talented.
very hot,
You gotta
yeah.
get. I've interviewed them before.
So hot right now.
They're hot. They're dreamy. Okay, back to you.
And go. Oh, do you want me to sing now?
Ooh, sorry, am I being a little bossy in this
I don't
interview?
know what's going on.